Your Way 31 Storm Tracker forecast.
Oh, this Father's Day weekend, I think everybody's been talking about how hot it is outside, the weather. Some people love it, some people don't. What say you?
You know, it's summer. I'm an Alabamian for however old I am, so it's nothing new to me. We get it every year. But of, news, we were talking about Chicago, because that's where you were before this.
Yes.
Did you know it's 92 right there?
In Chicago?
Yes.
That's shocking.
They are having some unprecedented heat. 97 here, we're like, okay, they have it. But yeah, 92 in Chicago right now. Midwest is really heating up. So I guess we'll be okay with it for a little bit longer. Out in Phoenix, 110. But, they don't have the humidity that we have, which... Check this out, it's going down just a little bit. Sure, we're still going to be in that humid range, so it's not like it's going to be dry fall weather, but a little bit of relief, we'll take it. At least we're not in that steamy or sweltering range, which we may be in next week. Just a little bit of a heads up there. The high temperatures today and the high heat indexes that we had today felt like 100 degrees in Huntsville, 101 in the Shoals, Haleyville, 98 degrees, felt like 100 in Gadsden as well. So needless to say, it's hot. I mean, what really feels different between 93 and 97? It's just hot all around, and it's muggy as well. The good news is we do get a little bit of relief overnight, especially across the higher elevations of northeast Alabama. Rainsville headed down to 68 degrees tonight. 67 is that overnight low for Mentone, also 67 for Skyline. A little bit warmer as you head towards I-65 and northwest Alabama. Hazel Green overnight low of 72. 71 for Arab, 74 for Decatur, 74 for Florence, 72 for Cherokee, and 72 degrees in Russellville tomorrow morning as well. This behind me is the temperature outlook for June 21st through 25th, which means next week. I said we're going to get a little bit of relief in a few days, but the week after that is looking just as hot. So we'll take any relief we can get in that heat or that humidity. Heat and humidity has allowed a few showers to bubble up. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 lightning strikes. So not real big prolific lightning producers out of these, but just enough to give you a heavy downpour, and then it just sort of fades away. And anything that is still going on right now, that will fade away as the sun sets later on this evening as well. As promised, we were talking about the tropics because this one may have an impact on the Tennessee Valley. It's a little too early to tell, but this area shaded in yellow off the coast in the Atlantic off of Florida there does have about a 30% chance of developing into something tropical, a tropical system, within the next 7 days. So if that occurs and it does take this track up here, we may see some of the impacts and get a little bit of rain, a little bit of cloud cover. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. A little bit higher chance of development, 70% over the next 7 days, but this one is likely going to have no impact to us in the Tennessee Valley, likely just going to stay over Mexico and Central America. But things are starting to heat up, and that's sort of the takeaway here. So in just a couple of days, that one across Mexico, we may have our first named storm of the Atlantic hurricane season. So that'll be something interesting to watch. All right, that 10-day forecast. I know it shows a lot of 90s on there, but notice it gets a little bit cooler. We're talking, 90, 91. We'll take it. But the weekend, really focus on the weekend. It is going to be just as hot, if not a little bit hotter. So take the relief, and then late next week, we're talking maybe that Wednesday, Thursday timeframe is when we may get a little of that tropical rainfall, but to be determined.
You're in Alabama when you say it's getting cooler when it's 91 degrees.
Yes. But hey, a slight dip, we'll take it.
Thank you so much, Lauren.